Dear viewers, listeners, and readers. Assalamu alaikum. There are different laws and rules in public and private sectors which govern the service of employees. The procedure of making laws and rules is mainly also different. The employees of public sector are either paid from Federal Consolidated Fund or Provincial Consolidated Fund. Contrary to it, the employees of private sector get their salaries from employer who has established company/organization. The employees of public and private sectors oftenly fall in confusion how to know about the laws, rules, and regulations governing their respective service. In such condition they remain unaware of their duties and rights. Consequently, they fall prey to confusion and remain handicapped to ensure service delivery as required. Sometimes they lose their jobs. In order to sensitize the employees, this lecture series has been prepared. I hope that the series will help the employees to understand different dynamics/aspects of their employment and get them prepared for discharging their duties and responsibilities with peace of mind and up to the optimum level with efficiency and dedication. Only knowledge of laws and rules is not enough. Besides it, employee must be given exposure to new trends pertaining to his/her job. Capacity building is also essential to upgrade the potential of employee. Moreover, conducive office environment is also necessary to encourage employee to discharge one's duties patiently and soberly. It may help employee to deal with public aimed at resolving their problems. In case an employee desired to present lecture on a topic of one's interest, such employee may inbox the topic. Utmost efforts will be made to quench the thirst and ward off confusion of an employee. Today lecture number 1 of the series is presented to honorable viewers, listeners, and readers. Topic of the lecture is rules relating to official business and service matters. Every organization/body/authority of public sector or private sector needs institutional structure or framework to run its official business. For this a mother document is made, enforced, and implemented. The procedure of making legislation and rules in public and private sectors are different. However, in both every law gets roots and guidance from the constitution of the country. The current Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan was effected in 1973. There are 3 levels of government in the country. These include federal, provincial, and local. Each level of government has its own mother document which provides its structure and transaction of business, etc. The Government of Pakistan, federal government, has made its own rules of business 1973. Each province has its own rules of business. However, local government is based on the legislation passed by the Provincial Assembly of the concerned Provincial Assembly. Government of Pakistan Rules of Business 1973 has been made in pursuance of the Articles 90 and 99 of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Article 90(1) provides, subject to the Constitution, the executive authority of the Federation shall be exercised in the name of the President of the Government, consisting of the Prime Minister and the Federal Ministers, which shall act through the Prime Minister, who shall be the executive of the Federation. Article 92 provides, in the performance of his functions under the Constitution, the Prime Minister may act directly or through the Federal Minister. Article 99(3) provides, the federal government shall also make rules for the allocation and transaction of its business. The provincial stream of a government receives authorization from Article 139 of the Constitution for making its own rules of business. It provides, 1. All executive actions of the provincial government shall be expressed to be taken in the name of the governor. 2. The provincial government shall by rules specify the manner in which orders and other instruments made and executed in the name of governor shall be authenticated, and the validity of any order or instrument so authenticated shall not be questioned in any court on the ground that it was not made or executed by the governor. 3. The provincial government shall also make rules for the allocation and transaction of the business. Though the rules of business provide for structure of a federal government and provincial government and its transaction of business, however, it does not govern service structure of employees of the public sector. For this, legislation is made by the concerned legislature. In pursuance of the mother legislation pertaining to service matters, rules and regulations are made for carrying out its purpose. The federal government has made rules of business, 1973. The provincial government of Sindh has made its own rules of business, 1986. Simultaneously, other provincial governments of the Punjab, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan have made their respective rules of business to carry out transaction of business of a provincial government. Simultaneously, they have also made their respective Civil Servants Act. These are given below. 1. Civil Servants Act 1973, applicable to the civil servants of Government of Pakistan. 2. Sindh Civil Servants Act 1973. 3. NWFPKPK Civil Servants Act 1973. 4. The Punjab Civil Servants Act 1974. 5. The Balochistan Civil Servants Act 1974. Broadly speaking, there are three types of government servants. Firstly, employees which fall within the definition of a civil servant provided in a Civil Servant Act. According to Section 2, 1b, of the Civil Servants Act 1973, a civil servant means a person who is a member of an All-Pakistan service or of a civil service of the Federation, or who holds a civil post in connection with the affairs of the Federation, including any such post connected with defense, but does not include 1. A person who is on deputation to the Federation from any province or other authority. 2. A person who is employed on contract, or on work-charged basis or who is paid from contingencies, or 3. A person who is worker or workman as defined in the Factories Act, 26 of 1934, or the Workmen's Compensation Act, 1923, 8 of 1923. Secondly, public servants as defined under Section 21 of Pakistan Penal Code 1868. Thirdly, non-civil servants who neither fall within first two categories of government servants. The last level of government, for example local government, is a provincial subject. However, a provincial local government does not have jurisdiction on capital area of the country. The provincial legislature makes legislation for the creation of local government in a province. In the province of Sindh, in 2001 Sindh Local Government Ordinance was promulgated by the Governor. In 2013, this ordinance was repealed, and Sindh Local Government Act 2013 has been enacted. The local government makes its own bylaws to carry on its business. A set of service rules is also made to govern the service of employees of the local government.